weekend, right? Y'all done seen my pretty girls. Y'all done seen Taylor. Y'all done seen Anaya, my gorgeous girls. But my boys, let me calm down, Bobby. But listen, y'all, but our boys, they play football, right? And so in our county, they going to school 2 weeks early. So Coach Will is like, y'all ain't getting no breaks. Y'all ain't getting no breaks this weekend. On the weekends, y'all about to put in some work. So my boys, they're away doing, like yesterday they were at their football practice. This morning, they were at football practice. Tomorrow morning, they got to go to football practice. So I just wanted y'all to see what my boys look like before they get off stage, okay? Because they're going to be leaving in a little bit. Let's go. All right, bye, bodyguards. Bye, bodyguards. Woo! Y'all, I got to let me get this clicker here. So I got to thank a few people. Andy and Jane, I love y'all dream team. But Andy and Jane, I want y'all to know that I and Terry, we appreciate everything that y'all have ever done for us. The example that y'all set, like I told Andy last night, not just the business, but also your marriage. Nobody's marriage is perfect, right? But how y'all are raising your kids, now you got the grandbaby. It's like I look up to y'all. So thank y'all so much in setting the great example. Riddle Nation and Methods Financial, thank y'all so much for y'all support. Dream Team. They always got our back, y'all. And to our kids, y'all know I love y'all. I appreciate y'all being here with me this weekend, supporting me. Terry, that's my man, y'all, that Terry Edwards. I'm the one that understands that Terry Edwards, even through the ups and downs, even through the nasty attitudes that sometimes they're like, I just don't know why Terry got to have such a nasty attitude when he's trying to coach me. It's because he loves every one of y'all, and he sees the best in y'all. And before I get started, there was this woman. She might be in the room tonight, but I know she ain't mean no harm, right? It was earlier this year. Terry, it was a female and a male's event, but men were speaking and the women were speaking, right? She says, Tia, let me ask you a question. Do you ever just feel like Terry's taking up all this show? Terry's always in the spotlight. Terry don't know this. Terry's always in this. I can't tell Terry everything. Terry's always in the spotlight and things of that nature. I said, honey, this is what I know. When it's my time, God is going to open up those doors for me to walk through. Do you hear me? So this is my thing. When y'all see Terry, y'all see Tia. And guess what? When y'all see Tia, y'all definitely see Terry Edwards. You hear me? Come on. It's time to get to work. So while I'm standing, all right, y'all. So while I'm standing here before you, hopefully I can give you some insight on how we, Terry and I, how we do what we do, why we do what we do. But I also want you to know this, that if Tia Peterson Edwards can do this, I'm not just talking about standing on stage, but have a family life that's not perfect, but have a family life and also help run a business, I want y'all to know out there, so can you. So I have a couple of questions to ask you. What are your biggest challenges you face when trying to balance responsibilities at home while running a business? What are your challenges that you face while trying to balance out that life, that home life, and run a business? Another question I want to ask you is, how do you prioritize your tasks and manage your time effectively between home and business? Now, I know it may look like, I got everything together by standing on this stage. But let me be the first to tell you, I don't. But ladies, this is what we know what to do, Miss Ebony. We know how to put ourselves together and make things happen. Ain't that right, ladies? Can I get a yes, yes? I know that's right. But if I can be honest with you, I'm just trying to figure this thing out just like y'all. But while I'm trying to figure this thing out, can I tell you what I'm not doing? I'm not sitting on my butt at home and eating the bunnies, honey buns, and all this good stuff. I am figuring this thing out by keeping this thing rolling because I know that my family depends on me. I know the dream team and also the alliance depends on what I do. Some people feel like that they can feel this way into doing what they're supposed to be doing. But if I can be honest, y'all know Robbie Kraft has said earlier that riddle has the word aspect. Mine, y'all gonna know is just gonna be honest, because I like to be honest, right? So if I can be honest, some days we're not gonna feel like doing it. But what we have to do, if you're taking notes, what you do have to do is act our way into a feeling. I'm gonna say that one more time. All right, Terry, I'm gonna do it one more time. What we have to do is act our way into a feeling. So y'all gonna see later on, yes, go back. Yes, so y'all gonna see later on, thank you, girl, but we have a pool in our backyard, right? And so you gotta act your way into it. I can really be at home if I really felt like it in the backyard, sipping on some stuff, right? And eating my fresh guacamole with some tortilla chips, y'all, that's what I can do. But what I know is the successful people on this road, they know it doesn't matter about how we feel, but it's all about what matters, what we do is what matters the most. So I want to show y'all a couple of people that really means a lot in my life. They're the ones who brought me into this world. So this woman right here, that's my queen. So her name is Eunice. And so my mama Eunice, y'all, let me tell y'all a little bit about my parents. So they're hard workers. And they really taught me and my brothers, just me and my brother, they really taught us how to work hard for whatever we want. So my mama, she was a manufacturer worker, okay? So she worked at sewing factories, Purdue chicken plant. So actually, my mama and Terry's mama knew each other way before me and Terry knew each other. They used to work at these factories together. So my mama would go work at one sewing factory. She'd get laid off. She'd go and find another sewing factory and get laid off. My mama was persistent. She believed in working, y'all. And so my mama, this picture right here, she was at a sewing factory making denim jeans. And so can you just imagine, do you really think that Eunice Peterson felt like getting up every single morning, Debbie Ben, and go and work at a place where she's inhaling dust all day long, cotton balls flying all over the place, her fingers getting pricked by the freaking sewing machine needles? Do you really think that she felt like doing this every single day? Heck, no, she didn't. And so then, my daddy Roger, that's him, y'all. So my dad Roger, he used to work at Newport News Shipyard. He retired from there after 43 years of working there. After he graduated from high school, that was his job for all the way for the 43 years after graduating, right? Today, you ain't gonna find these young folks working no job for 43 years at one location. Hello. But my dad, he did it. And so my dad, he used to get up, I used to see my dad get up every single morning at 3 o'clock in the morning. He would get up, get dressed, so that he can drive, him and some of his coworkers, drive an hour and a half every single day to get to work 8 to 12 hours. After those 8 to 12 hours, he'll drive right on back for an hour and a half. He'll eat dinner. He'll hang out with the family a little bit, cut some grass, maybe even go to church conference services and things. And then after that, he'll come home, take his shower. He'll watch his late night news, and his whole day started right back over again at 3 o'clock in the morning. My dad, he did that for 43 years, building the ships that a lot of the soldiers was actually living on. My dad was one of those people that repaired those ships. And so, do you really think he felt like getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning? Do you really felt like, Noel, that he wanted to sit out here in Virginia when it was raining, sleeting, hailing, in that weather? He had to go out there and build those ships and repair the ships? Heck no, my daddy didn't want to do that. But what my parents did enjoy, they did enjoy the environment in which they were working, but what they enjoyed was the benefits of working hard. And that is what they taught me. Those jobs got me and my brother through high school. It got us cars for college. It got us through college. It gave us beautiful weddings and so much more. So no, they didn't feel like doing so. When my parents watch this, thank y'all so much for all the work that y'all did for me and my brother. So the moral of this story is this. Sometimes you ain't gonna feel like making no dials, baby. Sometimes, baby, you ain't gonna feel like going to those appointments. Ain't that right, Mia? And sometimes you ain't gonna feel like doing that recruiting call. Ain't that right, Riddle? But we gotta do what we gotta do. And the reason why is because we are gonna appreciate what these dials and what these calls can do. All right, so the 9 years ago, I remember me and Terry over in that room, we were sitting back there 9 years ago. 9 years ago is when we came to our first event, and we brought Taylor, who was 3 months at that time. And I remember seeing Holly and Steven on stage, Adam and Beth Katz, Noel and Mike Leventovich, Heather and Fitz, of course, Jane and Andy Albright on stage. And, and I'm showing this picture because all of these leaders at that time, they had kids that's probably like my kids' age right now. But what I saw in them was also that they had life going on. But while they still had life going on, they were still building a massive business. And so when I saw that, I was like, I looked at Terry, I said, we at home. I said, we ain't going nowhere. I said, because I know if we get locked in the way that they're locked in, we're going to do something amazing here. So at that moment, Sebastian Chambers, I went from being that supportive spouse. Sebastian spoke on our team call on Monday night, and he spoke about the difference between a supportive spouse versus a supporting spouse. So Sebastian, I went from being a supportive spouse, you go do your thing, Terry, I'm home with the kids, to supporting. I was ready to get my hands dirty. So I want y'all to visualize yourself right now. If you're new, if you've been here for a while, I want you to visualize yourself coming from the back of that stage, and they playing your favorite theme music, and you coming on out, you looking all cute with that outfit on, baby, and you're gonna hear people calling your name, honey. Just visualize yourself being right here, okay? Because you never know when your time is gonna come, because guess what? If Tia Edwards can do it, I want y'all to know, so can you. So when me and Terry, when we decided to do this thing together, there was 4 books that I heard all the leaders always talking about, right? It was the 8 Steps to Success. Adam Cash, you killed that thing. You killed that. It was the 8 Steps to Success. It was the Millionaire Maker Manual. This is the book that Andy Albright says is the blueprint if you want to make $85,000 a month. What? Come on, Terry. And then it's the House of Values book. This book by Jeff Bright and Andy Albright talk about how we should act in order for us to attract and attain agents that we bring in. And then it's inside the circle, y'all. It is like we have no control over what our kids and what our spouses do. We can only control what that circle says, me, okay? And if you don't have that book, those 4 books, I saw that they got a box, like you get 10 a piece. In 1 box. Get them before y'all go home, because they trying to sell some stuff over there, y'all. So, out of all these 4 books, one book that I love the best is the Millionaire Maker Manual. It's because it actually walks us step by step on how to be successful, how to make $85,000 a freaking month, right? And so, there's one page in this book. It's the Power of 11. Power of 11, Noel. This is one powerful thing when you got a couple working together, okay? And after reading this page, I knew if we followed the steps, we were going to do something powerful. There's 3 things that stood out to me when I read this book. First, look at Olga. Look at me and Olga, y'all. That was our first event. We are aging like wine, baby. And so right here, the first thing that stood out in this book was form a relationship with the spouses. One thing about Olga Mathis, she set a great example to me on how to be able to relate with couples. Like as soon as we get couples in our business, it is our jobs to make them feel welcome, and Olga did just that. When we first moved to Georgia, and Olga knew we had just moved to Georgia, just had Taylor, Olga would reach out to me all the time, Tia, you okay? You need anything? I mean, she was persistent. And then especially when they had the elite ladies call, she made sure that I was on that call, Terry. Oh my gosh, she wore me to death. But thank you, Olga. I appreciate it, Olga. But what Olga taught me is to, when we bring people in, make sure they feel welcome, right? And so now me and Terry, it is our job to pay it forward. So when we get agents that's married, we figure out how soon can we do a Zoom call if they're not local. How soon can we get them in our office so we can try to figure out what is their life like? Do they have kids? You know, who takes care of the kids when one is at work and one is out running the business? We want to know what the situation is, y'all. So that's what we do. And so, yep, the green book, check that. And the last thing in the Power of 11, there's so much power when you work as a couple in this business. And any business, there's so much power in it. Like, you get to, you're talking the same language. You're sharing the same vision. You're attending these meetings together. Miss D is out there. She's attending meetings with her husband. Hello. And then like Tatiana Jackson. Tatiana, since she's been a part of our business, y'all, she has been coming to every single one of our events. And this weekend, her husband, who owns his own trucking business, he is here this weekend. I don't know where they at, but Travis is in the room right there, y'all, with Tatiana, and they are planning to be at the boot camp. Yes, yes. And then also working together on the same mission. So I want to show y'all some stuff. Now, y'all know I don't do the numbers. I like to build the relationships with the agents and, you know, do all that good stuff. But Terry, he did this beautiful display here for me. So I'm going to just show you, because when you work together as a team, how powerful it can be. Here we go. 20.38% growth over the last 12 months with the Dream Team. Hello. 76.43% growth over the last 24 months. Year to date, 212 Dream Teamers has gotten paid. Ching, ching, money in their bank account. 3 Dream Teamers have already made at least over $100,000. You see the names Terry and Tia, Mia Fennell, Kathy and Fred. And then we got 3 more on track for that, y'all. Since the last family reunion, we had 2 couples to qualify. Not couples. Ooh, Ebby G. I'm speaking some Ebby G. But we had 2 agents to qualify for the trip to Alaska, the Parkers, and then Ebby G. And then we have 2 of the top 25 recruiters of the Alliance, Sebastian and LaQuinta and Terry and I. Then we have 3 new agency managers, Miss Dana Bassett, Kathy and Fred, and Miss Paula Cook did it, in like 2 months? Come on, Paula. And then new junior board members. That's what the Power of 11 can do. And guess what, y'all? We are not slowing down. No, sir. Is Cuz Everett in here? Where you at, Cuz? Stand up. Oh, Cuz back there. So y'all know that's Andy's cousin, right? But Cuz, he like to do something very dangerous, I feel like. He likes to jump out of good airplanes and all that stuff. I ain't about that life, y'all. I ain't about that life. But that's Cuz. That's Cuz. But there's this guy named Captain Charlie Plum. And so Captain Charlie Plum, he was successful with 74, he was a Navy pilot, and he had over 74 successful missions, right? His 75th mission, his plane blew up, but he made it out on time, and he was able to pull that parachute out, right? So he landed, but the crazy thing is when he landed, he was captured and tortured for 6 years. So after these 6 years, Charlie, he went home, he was released, he went home, spent time with the family, and one night him and his wife was at dinner, right? And so when they was at dinner, there was a guy that walked up to him. He says, "Would you happen to be Charlie Plum?" He says, "Yes, I am Charlie Plum. How do you know me?" He says, "Well, I was on one of the ships that you used to be on all the time." He said, "I was the one that was responsible for your parachute. I took honor in making sure that whenever you took your parachute, that you will be able to land safely. So I took that as an honor that I had a chance to do that for you." And so Charlie went back home and he thought about that thing. And this is a true story. Y'all look Charlie Plum up. This is a real true story. Charlie Plum sat there and he was like, "Wow, this man saved my life through all these missions," right? And so I want to ask y'all a question. Who are y'all parachute packers? Who are the people in your life? Write that stuff down. I ain't do all this studying. But look, who are your parachute packers? Who are the people in your life that motivates you? Who are the people in your life when you got to leave and go on a big trip and you got to leave your kids at home? Who are your parachute packers when you don't feel like washing your own clothes and you just take and drop your clothes off? Well, let me show you who my parachute packers who help make our life easier so that we can run our business, okay? I'm going to back that thing up, though. I mean that. So right here, our top girls at the top, that when they started helping us, they were college students. We met them through family from our past church. Danielle, she used to help us out all the time. In the middle, Tamara with eyeglasses. Tamara to this day still help us. She was with Anaya just a couple of days ago. Anaya went to help her set up her classroom. Alexis was a great babysitter. Aunt Lunda right there with the y'all. That's Terry's aunt, y'all. Anytime we need Aunt Lunda, she is there for us, and we pay all of these people, okay? Unless Kim and Reggie don't want us to pay them. Reggie and Kim, Reggie's up in him and his wife, that's Terry's cousin. They reach out, they help us out. Anytime we're having issues with the teenagers, they just know how to connect with them, so we'll throw them over to their house. In the middle, these are our parents. And anytime we need them, they're there for us. Miss Shirley, always helping out, just helped out earlier this week. Shanice is like my sister that I ain't never had. At the bottom, right here, Miss Reed. Miss Reed is Anaya's 4th grade teacher who actually has retired now, but now she actually tutors Taylor for us. And then we have Lauren, who is also our staff. Lauren's helped book, what she does in the office, she book our interview appointments. She will take the kids to the movies if we need her to. She will be our makeup artist if we need her to, because she's also a makeup artist. And then right here, Miss Maria with the red on, I don't have time to wash clothes. I used to, and I don't want to do that stuff no more. So Miss Maria, all I have to do with Miss Maria is take our clothes. The high schoolers, they wash their own clothes. Taylor about to start. But Miss Maria, she washes our clothes. Only thing I have to do is drop them off, pick them up, and just put them up whenever I want to. And then Miss Rika at the end. Miss Rika, she actually cleans our house. She'll get to my house like at 8:30 in the morning, leave about, 4:30. So these are some of the people that are our parachute packers. So who are your parachute packers? All right, this quote right here, time management. Fitz went into detail about time management. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here, but right here, time management is about life management. Right here is the activity book. We should all have the activity book. If we do not, the bookstore is right over there. Let's purchase it and start using it. So I use the activity book when I'm interviewing agents, so I can keep track of the interviews that I'm doing. If I have to do follow-up calls with these agents, if I need to do a GS3 with Terry, if I need to do some coaching calls with Terry, that is what I use my activity book for. Now, this might be a little crazy to some people, but this is what keeps me sane, okay? Because Andy said, Tia, show them what you do, how you run your house and your business, okay? So right here, I have the alarm in my phone. And so this is a little crazy, and this is not even a full day. But whenever I have something going on with myself, working out, 5:45, I got to get up out of bed. If I got to take Isaiah to physical therapy, that alarm is going to go off. If he got to go tomorrow, it's going to go off today, and it's going to also go off tomorrow. That's a little crazy, but that's how I do my thing. If Bruno got to go to the groomer, Bruno's groomer is on my schedule. And then also over here is Terry's schedule. It's his calendar. One thing I remember starting this business, I remember hearing wives say you do not want to bother your spouses while they're out in the field or while they're out doing something else. So it's my job not to bother Terry, even though we are in the office together, Lord. We are in the office together and we're at home together, y'all. But look, sit down, Terry. So look, y'all, sit down, Terry. So look at here, y'all. So I don't have to bother Terry. I have access to his calendar, right? So that I can add any events that he has to be at. I can add it to his schedule, GS3s, coaching agents, and anything of that nature that I may need to do for Terry. And so by me using all these resources, It allows me to be able to be at Taylor School to volunteer like at 7:45 in the morning for school start, drop her off, go to the office, leave the office by 2:30 so that I can get in the pickup line. I like to do what I do as a mom. I enjoy being a mom and helping with the business as well, y'all. But what I am not gonna do while I'm in the car pickup line, I'm not wasting time. I don't believe in sleeping during the day. I'm for real about this. I tell my kids we are not napping during the day. I think you're wasting time that we cannot get back. We don't sleep during the day, y'all. So that's right. So when I'm in the pickup line, I am either doing GS3, I am on a coaching call with Terry, because I like to hear what Terry's saying, because we never know who's gonna go first, and I want to keep this business flowing, baby. So I gotta know what's going on with our team, right? So this is what I do. And then if I'm not doing that, it's 30 minutes in the in Taylor's pickup line. I am using my personal development time. I am reading. Everybody say read. Okay, I think that's step 5, 4. I know my 8 steps. But anyway, yes, read. I think we need to read. So that is my personal development time. And I also get to have a chance to go out and help feed the football team on Friday nights before their big games and so forth. So I get to be the negative person when it comes to me and Terry's relationship. I get to be the one who gets to say no to the family when we are not going to family reunions. I get to say no when we're not going to fish fries. We ain't got time for that. We're trying to build something and our kids are too busy. We don't miss them all, but if we can't be there, I am quick to say no, okay? And Terry, he gave me that job. He was like, because he's too nice. Terry's too nice, he really is. And so right here, I just want to show y'all a few of the pictures, like what this opportunity the Alliance has given and has provided for us to do for our agents, for our family, okay? So right here, we love to have fun with our dream teamers, right? So we do big contests whenever we do trainings or going to a big event like this. So right here, we had the pool party at my house. Andy Riddle, he won't admit it, but look at him. Sit down, Andy. So he messing with my boys right now. He will probably say that he won this basketball game, but Quincy Washington, y'all did not win this game. Y'all didn't win this game. My boys beat their butts, okay? And then the yacht, when we was in Miami, we sponsored a yacht for the team. Right here is at Kentucky Derby in Lexington, North Carolina at the Children's Vineyard. And then also, we are big sponsorships. But right here before I talk about sponsorships, she's in the room right now, Miss Danielle Boylan. So Danielle used to be a Naya's JV cheer coach. And so she became a part of the business through Quincy. And she would bring her activity book, y'all, because she was so eager to learn. Even though she's coaching the girls, she would bring her activity book so that Terry can help coach her while the girls are out cheering. And y'all give it up for Danielle, because tomorrow, when you see our swag, Danielle, she designed our swag, and then she also printed our swag, because that's her other side business, okay? But we're also big sponsors for the East Forsyth football team as well. So they have this thing, I probably ain't gonna get it all right, but I'm gonna just say it. But they have this big thing called the replay system. And so they have a practice field and an original football field. And they have these big cameras to record the kids play, and they can play it back when they act crazy on the field. So Coach Willard needed some help, so we was able to sponsor this whole system for the school, right? And so whenever the kids act the fool, whenever Elijah don't hold the man instead of just standing there trying to be a mountain, you gotta hold him, right, Elijah? So if Elijah don't do that, Coach Willard pull his hind parts off that football field, y'all, and he would get all up in his, Lord have mercy. And then we're also coin toss sponsors for the team. Just showing y'all little things that this opportunity can provide for y'all, just like it has us and our team, okay? Right here last year, we sponsored a 5th grade team. The Dream Teamers did that. We came together and sponsored hygiene bags for a whole 5th grade team. I think it was over 200 of the kids. And so in this hygiene bag, it had, you name it, it had anything to keep them fresh during school. They had it in that bag. Right here, we also sponsor a middle school cheerleader team. We sponsored them because they had old uniforms. They couldn't get the money up, so we helped sponsor that. And then we also did an endowment where me and Terry went to college at Elizabeth City State University, Viking Pride. That's why I got my blue on today. And so right here, being a part of the Alliance, right, we get to go on these amazing big trips. Ain't that right, y'all? Isn't that right? I mean that. We don't want them to stop doing it. You got to act like you like these trips. I do. So don't y'all like these trips? Okay, so look. So it's amazing because we get to experience something new. And then what we do, we don't keep it to ourselves. We like to bring it back to our kids and allow them to experience what we had experienced with y'all, right? And so look at Anaya and Elijah just chilling in a cabana, ordering food. Isaiah, he loved his hot dogs, french fries, and chicken nuggets. I mean, just ordering stuff and just how we get to just travel the world with our kids because of this opportunity. And y'all, that's my brother right here. I got to point him out. So that's my brother. We get to travel and see them and have fun with them as well. On these big trips, I've seen the leaders, Andy and Jane, all the big leaders, I've seen them like sponsor dinners for their teams, right? And so me and Terry's like, okay, when we get to that point, we're going to do the same daggone thing. So now we are doing the same daggone thing, Dream Teamers, but you got to get on these big trips, baby. So look, what we do is we sponsor a night. This was on the Alaskan cruise with the Alaskan cruise winners. We took them out to the Italian restaurant and just had a beautiful night, display of food, just enjoyed it. So right here, our kids are getting the age where they can drive on their own, thank God. So this is a picture of Elijah when we first purchased his brand new, well, not brand new, it was brand new to him. But anyway, his truck. And then right here, this happened this Tuesday. Anaya has been doing so amazing. She's like me and her, like me and Anaya used to bump heads, right? I can be honest right now. But me and this girl right here, like it's a connection here and I'm enjoying all of the vibes, y'all. So what we did on Tuesday, y'all, we went and took, well, we didn't take her. Tara was like, T, I found it. Anyway, Anaya got her own car on Tuesday. She doesn't have her license yet. She'll get them this month. But she's also going to be a part of this business. And she said, so y'all know I'm going to college, and I need a car to drive so I can go and run some appointments. I can't keep coming back home. And I was like, girl, I'm in agreement with you. So she got her own car. 4th of July, I don't know what year it was, Andy and Jane had invited us to their 4th of July cookout. And no way, I really thought it was going to be just the agents, right? But just some agents. Girl, I get up in there, honey, it's the family and just a couple of agents. I was like, oh, okay, I'm ready. Okay, Jane. So it was an experience because she was holding tail. I think tail was like 2 or 3, I don't know. And then just to be able to sit around that pool and watch my older 3 kids lay by the pool, enjoy Jane and Andy's pool, it gave me a vision. I got to see stuff, and I'm a big dreamer, right? So when I saw that, we sat down with Andy Riddle and said, what are the pros and cons of us getting this pool? Do you agree? We like to go up before we make big decisions. And so we was like, do you think we should do this right now? He was like, yeah, because you can, like Jane said, you can have your kids' friends over and blah, 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 blah. So here it is where we have our own pool in our backyard for our family and their friends, our friends to enjoy. And the agents. And right here, my latest project. Terry gave me a budget, and I went for it. I think I went over. Lord have mercy. And so I was so tired of a table in my kitchen. I said, Terry, what if I just do like a 12-foot island in my kitchen? Don't worry about the table, Terry. What you think? But anyway, I got that done. I designed everything in this kitchen how I wanted it. The colors, the island, the legs on that island, that's what I wanted. I got it, yes. And so that is what being a part of it's not about the material things, y'all, I know. But that is what we get to do because we're a part of this business. I want to say this. It's in your hands. It's in your hands, Noelle. See, this is what I want you to know. It says the value of a thing is not determined by the thing The value is dependent upon the environment in which the thing is in. See, now I can't sing at all. I make a whole little note. But that microphone in Beyonce's hands, y'all, there's great value. This woman has won a lot of awards and a lot of Grammys for that microphone being in her hand, right? Now, for me, the tennis racquetball, there is no value in Tia's hands. But in Serena Williams, this woman has produced a dynasty. And then when you look at our girl right here, Miss Angel Reese, I can't play basketball. Don't ask me to play basketball. But a basketball in my hands has no value. But a basketball in Angel Reese's hands, y'all, it has led her team. She helped lead her team to the 2023 NCAA championship. But let me tell y'all this. Y'all stand up for a minute. Y'all know y'all need to stretch them legs. Even though you just had dinner, I just saw somebody yawn. So I know you need to stand up for a minute, okay? But do your hands like this. Do your hands like this. But the alliance opportunity that we have in our hands has helped us and our dream team get to junior board member. It's going to help us get to the senior board members. It's going to help us if that opportunity allows us to get to that integrity partners, y'all. But this is what I know. Y'all got the same opportunity that Terry and the dream team got, baby. Say, it's in my hands. Say it again. Even the Beavers, get loud with it. And the Golden Retrievers, it's in my hands. Now, my question is to you. What are you going to do